Hello, my name is Dean, and thank you for joining me on my presentation about car share networks today. Today we're diving into the world of car sharing organizations, exploring their pivotal role in contemporary transportation systems. Car sharing has emerged as a sustainable and efficient solution to modern mobility challenges. Ride sharing takes on many forms. One of the most apparent is electric scooters, which can be seen on streets worldwide. I'm sure you've probably seen them. I've rented scooters myself in several different countries for their convenience when traveling. However, today we're going to focus solely on car sharing aspects of ride sharing. Throughout this presentation, we'll discuss the evolution of car sharing, its various models, the benefits that it may bring, challenges faced in the industry, and the future prospects it holds in the automotive industry related to us. Let's begin by defining car sharing and tracing its evolution over time, exploring the driving forces behind its growth. Car sharing is a mobility service that provides short-term access to a fleet of vehicles. It has evolved significantly from its inception, shaped by factors such as urbanization, environmental concerns, and changing consumer preferences. Early methods of car sharing began shortly after the invention of the automobile in San Francisco in 1914. It became quite popular again after World War I and seen a large reemergence during the energy crisis of 1970. Obviously, these weren't systems that we're using now with apps on our phone, but it was the early adoption of ride sharing. So these eras went a little further than just borrowing your neighbor's car and bringing it back with a full tank of gas. We're talking about ride sharing where people were creating revenue. So the need for sustainable and flexible transportation options has driven the adoption of these car sharing services globally. As it's seen, how it became so popular during those hard times that we just mentioned. Questions that I would like you to consider or think about as we continue on with our presentation is try and put yourself in the mindset of what it would be like to live in New York City. Where do you park your car? How much does it cost you monthly to park that car? And how far away is your vehicle going to be from you, or should I say your residence in which you live in? Where are you going to park at once you get to work? So some of the things that we need to consider. So this will provide us a great example of how beneficial car sharing can be. So let's dive into the different types of car sharing models that have emerged and their unique features that each of them have. So car sharing comes in various models, including round trip, one-way, peer-to-peer ride shares, and corporate car sharing. So each model offers distinct advantages, ranging from its flexibility and its cost effectiveness. So if we look at round trip models like Zipcar, they provide convenience for most of your planned trips. So with Zipcar, according to their website, gas is included. They're all company owned cars, so you know you're getting a quality product every time you use it. They have upfront pricing. They have same day flexibility as long as you book 8 hours in advance. And they've been trusted for over 20 plus years. Now, if we get into the one-way model, such as Car2Go, they offer flexibility for more spontaneous travel, shall we say, or trips to the grocery store even. Generally based off of a monthly subscription, that's how people utilize this service. And the cars do not have to be returned at the same point in which they are picked up. Now, reviews of this system brought back a lot of results with people who were unhappy with the cleanliness of the vehicle because people don't have to care for them. They're not dropping them off and nobody's checking them out. It's just, I'm jumping in this car, taking it for 15 minutes, and I'm leaving it when I'm done. So if we look at peer-to-peer platforms like Turo, they allow private individuals to rent out their vehicles. That adds a lot of diversity to the market. So very similar to car rental agencies such as Hertz or Enterprise. However, you would rent from an individual. So the gentleman down the street who has a Porsche Cayman you could potentially rent his car for 2 days, 3 days, a couple of hours if that's all you needed it for. I know this sounds like it's a little bit sketchy, but Turo actually does have a really great system worked out on their website where people are vetted. You have to have a bunch of identification, proper insurance, and all of that stuff as well. So many people are familiar with corporate car sharing. So the most simplistic version that we see of this would be if a company owns a vehicle and different employees utilize that vehicle from time to time. So we're not necessarily buying one vehicle for each individual at the company to use. We're going to be able to share a fleet of cars with a much larger group of people. If we get into some more high-end solutions for this, companies like Fleetster and Enterprise also offer corporate car rental services to business. Now let's explore the benefits these models bring to users and their communities. So car sharing services significantly reduce traffic congestion, lower our carbon emissions, and offer cost savings to users. So case studies have been done worldwide from Shenzhen, China, Paris, Madrid, New York, and LA. What most of these showcase on how car sharing incentives enhance urban mobility and promote environmental sustainability. I would like to talk about the enhanced urban mobility portion of this because the largest benefit that I had seen from all of these case studies was that making cars available to persons who could not have afforded a car. Let's go back to those questions I asked earlier about living in New York. 45% of households in New York City own a car, according to Park New York City. If we look at the cost of parking, Manhattan garage parking costs anywhere from $200 to $700 a month. Brooklyn and Queens are $200 to $300 a month. That doesn't include your car payment, your car insurance. That's just stacked up on top in order to have that cost of ownership rise so high that it really puts some people out of the market of owning a vehicle. So from improving our air quality to optimizing parking spaces, the positive impact of car sharing is pretty undeniable. However, as with any system, challenges and limitations are present. Let's uncover these and discuss strategies for overcoming them. Car sharing organizations face challenges such as regulatory barriers, parking availability, vehicle fleet maintenance, and it all stems into profitability concerns. So addressing these challenges requires collaboration between industry stakeholders and the policymakers. Implementing effective strategies like integrating with public transportation or utilizing advanced technologies for fleet management can help to optimize the efficiency of car sharing services. Now let's take a glimpse into the future of car sharing and the exciting possibilities that may lie ahead. The future of car sharing looks promising with technological advancements, evolving consumer behavior, and supportive regulatory developments that have been happening. As we embrace electric and autonomous vehicles, the landscape for car sharing is set to evolve even further. Opportunities for innovation in areas like smart infrastructure, integration, and data-driven mobility solutions will help to shape the industry's future. In conclusion, car sharing organizations play a critical role in shaping the future of urban mobility and our automotive management systems. They offer sustainable solutions to transportation challenges, promoting environmental well-being and community efficiency. As we navigate towards an interconnected and technology-advanced future, embracing car sharing principles will be vital for a more sustainable and accessible transportation ecosystem. Thank you for your time, and let's drive into the future together with car sharing at the wheel.